Hey everybody, Steve Gore, Chainsaws for Charity. This is our second video in the education part of what we're doing with our monument project. The first thing I want to do is just thank everybody that's out there that is interacting, sharing, pushing it out there to these audiences. I sit and we've been doing this now for 4 years on our monument project, and unity is the way that we're going to be able to really bring the numbers down. This is my personal feelings on it, personal opinion. But when we divide and focus only on one way is the only way, and we're not mutually sharing for each other and everything else, I compared that to, let's say we're by a pond or a lake and there is somebody drowning because they can't swim. We're going to stand on the shore, and this man has a life ring, this man has a rope, the other man over here has an air mattress or a raft, and another guy has a paddle boat, and we're going to argue over which process we're going to use or which method we're going to use, all of which are capable of saving the man's life. But in the meantime, while we sit over here bickering over what's most important and which is the right way to do it, that man drowns. That is a very simple comparison, but it's exactly what PTSD is. Without mutually sharing, now, I do have a therapy dog, so I can back those organizations. It does work for me, but I also back other things and mutually share other things that are going on in our community from all over the country. Even if it's something, I really don't know, but I hear good things about it, and I know it works for somebody else, because I do know that there is no one pill fixes all, and not everything works for everyone. So I compare to you can't build a house if all you have is a hammer. It takes a full line of tools to do that, and you know what I'm saying. Same thing with a car. Okay, a mechanic can't do a remodel or a rebuild on an automobile or a motorcycle with just a screwdriver. They have a very vast collection of tools that they can go to get the job done. PTSD is exactly the same thing. So that's why that's so important. For the ones that are out there that are backing us, sharing these videos and everything to new audiences and everything, thank you so very much. A lot of us know in the PTSD community, it's a silent killer. First of all, at onset, all of us that are a little bit further down the road, we know how confusing it is. We don't even realize at that time that we are suffering from PTSD or that it has entered into our lives. That's why the other night in the video that I shared, I talked about how it presented itself to me personally. It started with a nightmare, one that is it's soul-wrenching, really. The fear level, the smells, the reality of it all, the realism of it all, and the smells, the flavors, just everything, which then in turn, started a negative thought process, which then led to a fear of going to sleep, which led me into sleep deprivation. Long story short, that descent, okay, of what they call going down the rabbit hole, for instance, started anyway. With that being said, I want to share it with you tonight. Maybe you're a mother, a wife, father, brother, cousin, whatever, someone in your family or someone in your friends or some suffers with PTSD. I want to share with you a tool that can help with breaking the thought process. With PTSD, we all know, we have that first intrusive thought while we're going about our normal day, and boom, it hits. A lot of times we can shake it off in a very quick manner with just a simple distraction. Other times, it'll gain a little bit of traction, and it takes a little bit more work to break that thought process. One of the tools that I have, and it's very cool. It was gifted to me, and what it is I have this pouch, and it has a belt loop. If I wanted to wear it on my belt, I could, but I don't. It came with a handle, and I really didn't need that, so I took that off, modified it for what I need. But inside this little pouch are a few things that help me personally break my thought process when I'm having trouble breaking it myself. The first thing is I remember that this was given to me as a gift. The second thing is the button here that's on the front. I put that pin on myself. I was nominated 4 times for the Eagle Rare Life Award, which is a very elite club, and it was an incredible honor. So, you know, the first thing I look at when I pick it up is something positive. 2 things positive, actually. It's the gift, the memory of that gift, and then the button of a major, incredible honor. So let's open it up, and here's what I have inside. My headphones, okay. Of course, I carve with those every day. There's a couple of business cards in case I gotta pass them out somebody. But this little iPod player, okay, it's probably the bottom of the line, you know, as far as cost-wise. It's very effective. You can get these at Walmart or something for $50, and you can download any type of music you want on it. You know, you got a little bit of everything on there. One of the other things I use to break the thought process, and anybody can tell you, anything that's got a strong flavor to it. So I have a couple of different sticks of gum. I also have a very crappy tasting cough drop, believe it or not. That does work. Hard candy mint. I started over, and people who know me, and I've told the story before, I started over literally homeless with 37 cents and 1 chainsaw. So in there, I have the 37 cents that I started over with to remind me where I came from. I got a picture of my brother here, and you can see he's wrinkled. He gets quite a bit of use here. But it reminds me of, you know, where someday I'm going to end up. And in that case, we're still here. We have a job to do. The job is to share education, share resources of other avenues and things that are out there for those that are struggling. For Mom and the wives and everybody, support. These little packets here really can snap them out of the person around you that you love, or if you have PTSD yourself. These little things here, when that first intrusive thought comes and you can't break and it leads into the next, you know, grab something. You know, stop for a minute. The actual thinking of going to the pouch, getting something like this cough drop that tastes like crap, when you put this in your face, you're not going to be able to think of a whole lot more than that. You can also use a very pungent smell, okay, a cologne or something like that. But basically, it's a very simple, direct stimulus to break the thought process. That's basically all this kit is. If I can't break my thought process after that, then I enter into a safety protocol that I have for myself, and we'll get into that here in a minute. Now, first of all, everything that I share with you, okay, is not my knowledge at all. It's not something I came up with and I want to sell as a end-all be-all. What it is the Vietnam veteran stepped in and saved my life. And when I travel with the wall, these are tips and tricks and just wisdom that was passed on to me that I am now sharing with you. It's not a book. I'm not soliciting funds. I'm not selling you anything. It's free. It's social media. A lot of people are hitting the like button, and that's fantastic. But what we need is share buttons. Get it out there. There are people out there that need these simple resources. We'll give people an education on how that works as far as your business later, since a lot of people seem not to understand that. But with that being said, we are Chainsaws for Charity. Please go to the website to get other information as far as who we are, how long we've been doing it, what we've been. One of the highlights to that page is the About Us page. It's over on the left-hand side when you get on the website itself. We're at www.chainsawsforcharity.org. Once again, out of all the pages, I think that's probably the most important because you can see where we've been and how long we've been doing it. And then after that, there's a lot of information on that website for you to take a look at. Other than that, thank you all so very much. I want to start naming people that are so so influential in in our community. PTSD is a community. We all share at its core the horrific things it does to us. We all know the end result, but there is no one pill fixes all. And if you did have that one pill that did fix all, would you be able to save everybody all by yourself? Would you be able to do that? If not, mutually share each other's works, what they're trying to do. One of the number one things in our community is that we all suffer from the same idealism that no one cares, and that's one of the things that are leading to all these suicides. Let's all work together. Unity is the answer, I can tell you that. And I hope you all have a great night. Thank you also very much for what you're doing to help. Thank you to everybody who has joined the Chainsaws for Charity family. And we're really going to do something here, I think. I think that between the monument, the network, and the audience, and the capabilities of all these amazingly professional, motivated peoples, the mothers, the fathers, and everybody else, I think we can actually start to bring these numbers down. If you are another nonprofit organization, reach out. Let's talk. Let's see how we can all work together to make this happen, and let's go from there. Anyway, God bless. Have a great night, and thank you so much.